Hello, everyone. This is Marianne with Akashic Inspirations, and this is going to be the reading for the full moon in Scorpio for all signs. And the full moon happens on the 22nd of April. Our sun has already gone into Taurus on the 20th, and we're working with the oppositions of Taurus, which is stability, the planet Venus. So it's things that we love, material. It is an earth sign, so it's about the material things, what is ours, mine. And Scorpio, on the other hand, which is the balance, is delving into the water element. It delves into the deep seated intuition, and especially during the full moon, deep-seated emotions, the mysteries that are within us, as well as those objects that are considered community, ours. So we have this push and pull between the sun in Taurus and the moon in Scorpio, an opposition, if you will, about what is mine and what is ours, and what is the community, what is joint. So we're looking to see what is the balance between these two oppositions and how do we make that work for us in the full moon. Where do we need to focus our priorities and our attentions? Are we too much of a giver, or are we too much of a taker? And how do we have to balance that within our relationships and within our life? Um, Everything, as we know, is about balance. So, in order to bring these energies, when the earth needs water, but if you give it too much water, then it floods and it becomes like landslides and mudslides and flowing rivers of mud, and it can destroy. Or to the opposite, if there's not enough water, of course, the land becomes parched and dry. So it is about finding that happy medium of just enough water in order to allow the seeds that we have sown, the seeds of destiny, to be nourished and to grow. So, with that in mind, I decided to pull cards from the Thoth Tarot by Aleister Crowley. I know that these cards are very much rooted in symbolism and very deep in meaning, and so I chose to balance it with the wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. And even though these can have profound meanings, I feel that they are practical and that they are grounded. Whereas the Thoth is in rooted in alchemy and spiritual and very deeper meanings, where everything appears one way and can be another. So, with that said, let us go and ask our angels and guides to protect us and give us guidance during this time as we enter the retrogrades and we are in the process of rediscovering deep-seated fears, anxieties, past issues, karmic issues, and allow us to bring them to the light so that we can release them and move forward by nourishing our events. So the card that just popped right out is the Ace of Discs. So this is the Ace of Pentacles. So very appropriate that here we show these new beginnings if we nurture by pouring just enough water on the earth, that we have abundance, we have fertility, we have fecundity, we have this beautiful spiral of geometric shapes. If you see, I believe this is probably oh gosh, I don't know if it's an octahedron. Let's see. Within it, it holds the tetrad and the Merkaba, and so we are the center of our creation, ringed with gold, which is the Christ consciousness. And you'll see how it seems to be in great movement, in spinning. So, and it seems to be causing like a torus effect, sideways and this way, and then it shows somewhat of a vesica Pisces, as the two circles interlock and form a third. So very interesting. I have this like humongous book that really describes, it's actually a very good book. It's called The Tarot Book, Practical Applications and Ancient Visual Symbols. And it's by Angelus Arian. And it really gives you, I mean, just full descriptions. As you can see, I have many page marks because this type of deck is very intricate. And it's, even though you may have years of study in it, it is one in which to get to know, you really have to work with it consistently and study and understand it. So when it says the Ace of Discs is success that is experienced both internally and externally. Internal success is represented by the 4 sets of angel wings, which represent the 4 levels of success in consciousness: mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical. External success is represented by the coins within the coins and the crystals within the crystals in the center of the symbol. This card represents success that is manifested internally as well as externally. So here we have the basis of what we were just discussing, which is bringing that balance of the internal, of what is mine, what is the Taurus grounded, and what is Scorpio, what is ours, what is the community. So, wow, very appropriate. I'm actually going to put this here. I brought out my bloodstone, my palm stone, bloodstone, and malachite. So, very appropriate. I'm going to put it here because it actually looks, the colors in the card match the malachite. So, let us see what other cards we can pull today that our angels and guides want us to know, and how we can best use these energies of the full moon in order to find our destinies. And let's see if something wants to pop out. Here we go. Prince of Discs now. So here again, very earth energies. Here is the bull, here is Taurus, and he's pulling his cart. And it seems that again, he has this same symbol within his hands, this globe of the circular energies. It's very interesting because this is a masculine card, but it seems to have very feminine energy to it because of the round circles, the wheels, that which is around the bull. And he doesn't seem very concerned that the bull is pulling this. He doesn't seem to, he's got the reins just kind of draped over his arm, so he knows where he's going. It's very a slow movement. I think he even has his eyes closed. So what he's doing is he's looking within to guide where he, in communication with the bull, he's guiding himself where he needs to be by going within. Very interesting reading today. All right, so let us see what other card. Okay, and we have a couple that I've flipped out, and we'll start with this one. And here we have the couple, the Princess of Cups. So here is the very watery energy. Here we have, she actually has like a dragon over here, right? So she does bring in the element of fire in essence, or is that a swan? Oh my gosh, and I know this is a lotus. So very interesting concepts here, as the Princess of Cups is the one who is balanced in her emotions. She's really getting to know her emotions well and is becoming a master as she goes. As we progress through the deck, of course, we go into the Queen of Cups, but the Princess of Cups is still in a way of mastering this emotion. So we can go off balance by going into jealousies and possessiveness and manipulation, or we can stand secure. So it was a swan that was coming out of the top of her head. Okay, so the swan, and it's funny because the swan always represents to me twin flame. So here we have the couple, which is the twin flame. Here we have the Prince of Discs, which is Earth, and the Princess of Cups, which can be a positive and a nurturing relationship. And it represents your being objective and realistic, and not to abandon oneself emotionally, but to keep oneself balanced within the emotional realm. So let us see the last two cards that I pulled here. And this is the Six of Cups, and it is called pleasure. So how interesting. So here we have this couple who is seeking pleasure from their relationship, right? They're in joy of this symbiotic relationship that they have discovered within themselves as a couple. Now, this can also, of course, represent, if you are single, your own sacred union with your masculine and the feminine side, and bringing your pleasure. And it's very interesting because here we have the number 8, which is adjustment in this deck. And this is the justice card. So it has the sword here, the sword of justice, perfectly balanced within the individual, right? She's got it right on her point. It's got the scales here in perfect balance. So it is about finding the balance of the relationship, the balance of the material and the physical, and really coming into your own, finding the polarity of the yin yang as it works together. And very, very interesting. I'd like to read just a little bit, and I'm sorry I'm reading from the book, but I do find that it has very insightful when it talks about the symbolism especially. All right, so it says, in the central portion of the symbol is a figure that stands in a diamond, having pierced the webbed veils of illusion, delusion, and deception. So this portrays the goddess Ma'at, which is the goddess of balance, justice, and fairness. So how interesting. I really love that analogy. And it says, this Egyptian goddess played an important part in the judgment of the dead. This is where the feather was placed against the deeds of the person during their life. So it represents the Libra scales of balance. And it says the perfectly shaped circles or balloons are symbols represented formulated ideas and thoughts. So it's really integrating, balancing, and synthesizing that which is in the mind. So wow, very, very deep, which we knew was going to be. So here we have, I'm going to put this here so it shows as a balanced spread between the Ace of Discs and the Justice card. And I'm going to now pull some of the cards from the Wisdom of the Oracle to get a further and a deeper reading for today. So we ask angels and guides, and we request their assistance and understanding. And here I get the Yin card. Look how beautiful. Beautiful pink energies, very divine feminine. I mean, just the pinks and purples. And this looks like just a font. It reminds me of like an urn of, like it could hold water or wine, like a bathing urn or even a baptismal font. I don't know where that comes to mind, but it does. And this beautiful, I see like water, I think, like emitting from it. So beautiful. And it's the number 2 card. So, of course, number 2 is about relationships, partnerships, balance. So it's really bringing in the divine feminine, which is, represented by the full moon. And just kind of being the person who is in the position of receptivity, right? Being receptive and allowing others to maybe take the leadership role for this moment, and just awaiting in a type of surrender for what is going to be coming to you. It's not about aggressiveness at this moment. So let us see one more as a blessing for the entire spread, what card would like to jump out at us? And we get message in a bottle. So very interesting. So our guides are trying to reach us and give us assistance, give us guidance, and we could be expecting a sign, or if you're in doubt regarding something and you're trying to make a decision. So look to the signs. Ask your guides to deliver signs for you, and see what spirit sends to you. Because when you expect a sign to appear, it will do so. Now, it may not do so in the manner that you're expecting, but you will clearly know that it is a sign for you. Let's say, for instance, you're listening to a song and the words have a special meaning for you. It's like they're talking to you. Or, the proverbial book falls out of the bookcase and opens up to a specific page. You can also do this on your own, but if there are books that you like to read, anything from Esther Hicks on Abraham, or The Power of Now, or The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz, and you just open it up. I do that many times. Books that I've read and have reread in the past, I just open them up to a page and see what the message is on that page for me. And that is also additional guidance, being confirmation. I really feel that I have to pull one more. And here we are, a leg up. So again, the final message is allow yourself to be assisted. Call in your guides, go within and allow your higher self really to provide those messages that you need to guide you forward. So it's about receiving the messages, receiving help, and creating like an interdependence with others, that you rely on those who are supportive of you, who are loving of you, to give you guidance. And it will present to you the perfect person that you need to be supportive in your life. So, very interesting as we come into the Taurus energies and the full moon in Scorpio, and are able to work with these beautiful energies. Really, there's some beautiful messages here as we go forward, and coming towards the end of April and the beginning of May, looking forward. I did want to thank everyone who joined me on my live stream on Facebook. We talked about inner child healing, and it was just fabulous. And I look forward to sharing with you. I am going to actually do something, a cutting of the cords for the full moon. That'll be on the 22nd on the live stream on Facebook around 8:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. It's actually going to be after Ron does his at Simply Intuitive. If you feel that you need a reading to get you through some of these energies, or to help you understand better your situation, or your path that you need to walk on, please feel free to go to my website, akashicinspirations.com. I have Akashic readings, tarot and oracle card readings that you can sign up for, and even a monthly mentoring if you feel it's something you need extended assistance with. I look forward to communicating with you and sharing with you on Facebook, on the live stream. I will be going back to Periscope. I just haven't decided yet in what manner and how often I want to do it. So once that comes to me in clarity, I will let you know. And I thank you for watching the weekly videos, and I'll be working on those May readings very soon. So have a wonderful, wonderful full moon. Remember to take out your crystals, take a bath, cleanse your home. You can put out water to make your crystal water with. If you have oracle or tarot cards, put them out to be charged under this beautiful full moon energy. I wish you many blessings today and for the full moon. Namaste.